Did you know that your nervous system set the tone for your entire day? So the way you wake up will most probably have an impact in how you show up in your day. And the best thing also is like realizing that it even happens the day before when you go to sleep. This will be covered in another episode. I'm Dipa, welcome to Lights of Dipa, and today in that short presentation, I'm going to share with you 8 things that I do every single morning before my phone, before the messages, before the to-do list, before the world asks anything of me. I have 8 small things that I do every single morning, and I've been doing that since years. And I stuck to it because I've realized how much good it made me feel and how amazing I was feeling when I was doing that before showing up in the world, before being here with you. It's not a routine I bought. It is not a gadget, not a supplement. And it costs you zero. And it's only ask you, your presence, your awareness, your breath, and that's it. So it's practices. It's just practices and consistency if you want to feel that every single day. Practices, consistency, and discipline is what is required if you want any change in your life anyway. So practices, simple, free, and really they've changed everything about how I show up in the world since I started doing these. The first thing, as soon as I wake up, before I even get out of bed, is I check in with my body. How does my body feel? Is it tense, tired, activated, energized? And you know what? Years ago, I used to wake up, alarm would go on, and I would just like switch it off, wake up, and go straight into do mode and into that to-do list. And then I realized this was not healthy. It was me acting out of urgency, acting out of like that survival mode. Now, what I put in place is all about awareness, presence, and that's the whole practice. Few seconds of actually being in my body before I let the outside world come in. And then the second thing I do is warm cup of water before anything else goes inside. And you know what? It's funny. Like years ago, when I was visiting my grandmother, I realized she was drinking a warm cup of water every single day and even throughout the day. And I found it like really weird. I was like, why does she do that? And then I realized actually the best way to start your day is drinking a warm cup of water, no coffee, no tea, because like the water will activate your internal flow, your internal fire. It activates actually your digestive system. So that warm cup of water is a soft start with a big impact. And after that, I always start now with like my breakfast. I always have a warm breakfast and savory. When I used to just either skip the breakfast or have something sweet, and I would realize this would bring me cravings and not the right energy. So for years, I thought skipping breakfast, fasting, pushing through on an empty stomach was something disciplined to do. Now I eat something warm, real, within the first part of the morning, and I can keep going longer hours like this. Then, yes, something I love to do is moving my body, no matter how, shaking it, stretching, moving, dancing. It doesn't really have to be complicated, but it's just, movement shifts energy, and stagnant energy creates and brings stagnant emotions. And this is not saying it's the basic of all somatic work. Whatever didn't move through me the day before, I allow it in the morning to move it before I sit down in front of my laptop on a desk or during coaching sessions and ask my body to just stay still for hours. With that movement, there is also the walk. Walk in nature or walk with nothing in my ears. I mean it. Just me walking and full awareness, full presence, putting all my senses into play into that walk. No self-improvement voice telling me how to improve myself in that. Just me, sunlight. Sunlight is so important. All my senses doing the work. The sound of music, the trees, the leaves cracking, the wind going through the leaves, the horizon. It anchors my whole rhythm for the day. And this is the most simple thing you can do, accessible kind of medicine there is. Nature walking. I'm living in Belgium, so obviously there are days where I don't really feel like it because it's cold, it's rainy, but I've really put myself into that. And it doesn't matter if it's cold or if it's raining or if it's snowing, I just go because I know how good this makes me feel. The thing that I've been doing for years and years, even moreover when I could not move because I had different surgeries where I couldn't move that much. And this is like meditation, breath work, and my morning affirmations are like I think with checking with my body are the most important part of my practice. And this is the anchor. This is my base. Every single morning, with no exception, and always doing it with no expectation as well. I sit, I breathe, sometimes few rounds, sometimes a bit longer, and I speak to myself the way I would speak to you guys, or I would speak to the little Dipa. It's like it's always love and caring and gentleness. It's no toxic positivity, it's truth, kindly repeated truth. To just like remembering I'm safe here, telling my nervous system we're okay here, and this is where I meet all parts of myself and I observe it and I accept it all as they are. Because again, there's only dualities in life and you have to work with all parts of you to show up. And then, oh yes, something like this is a seventh point, really powerful. Moreover, if you have like what you say, a really busy day with so many things to do, and you start like after your meditation and breath work, you start like having overflowed mind, just like do a brain dump on your journal. Just write down whatever comes to you. Take some distance from what's here so that it doesn't overtake your mind. Take some distance. Write it. Just words, whatever is in your head. Write it down, unfiltered, no editing. It's not for anyone to read, it's just for yourself to tell your mind, I hear you, I see this, and you don't need to shout anymore because I've witnessed, I've observed, I know what's here. And after doing that, as I put in my overthinking video from before, that you take awareness on it and then you take small actionable steps in your control to act on what you wrote. You know, is like before you show up in the world, before I show up in the world, the first connection I do is with myself, within myself, with all parts of me, all my centers. And then I show up first with the people I love and with nature and with the plants I have here. I speak with my plants. If I had an animal, I would definitely connect more with my animal because resetting your nervous system alone doesn't work. It's well, it could, but it's harder. We need connection. We are social beings. So connection, we are wired for connection, for community, for people to remind us that we matter and we're not navigating this alone as well. And so before I step into the world, the last thing I do is connecting with my parents, my sisters, their kids, and my friends. Yeah, that's it. 8 simple things that cost you zero, that only ask you your presence, your body, your breath, your full awareness, and just the discipline to do it. Again, a few minutes, not perfect, because there is no such thing as perfection. And yeah, coming back to your body, coming back to my breath, to my body, my full presence, my awareness, to the people I love, to what I cherish the most, and to nature before I show up here or on Instagram. And because again, what you do before you show up in the world and how you feel here will lead however you have your day and set the emotional temperature for everything that follows. So just be aware. If this resonated with you, I will also invite you to join us on our group healing sessions for Tuesday, 30th of June, 7 p.m. Belgium time. This will be a full moon in Capricorn energy healing session. And it's 33 euro. It's exactly the kind of place where you will allow yourself, your mind, your body to rest, to take that space, to release, to let go. And together with the community, we will work on the actions to put in place for yourself. Join us. The link is in the description below. Also, let us know where you're tuning in from. Hit the subscribe button, share the love and light to all the people that need it. The more, the better. The more people like this, the more the people subscribe. Of course, the more it's going to be seen by others, and the more love and light we can share towards a better world, a better version of each person you're going to meet. And thank you so much. Have a wonderful Saturday and weekend. Love and light to you all.